Mayhem, does thou await one? Does thou await all? Yes, indeed, it's about that time. Welcome one, welcome all. I am, of course, your host. It is my honour, my privilege, and my pleasure. Yes, please, welcome one, welcome all to Mellow and Vibe. I'm Oscar, reeling episode 56. And on this one, we're going to add in some random weirdness. We don't really have a thing. We've got a thing, but not a thing, but is a thing. It's these things, it's that thing, it's everything. Indeed, indeed, indeed. That is what we're going to do here on Mellow and Vibe, episode 56. What? The Mania Madness still rocks wild. The Raw after Mania runs free. Let me hear you. Indeed, so we will, of course, talk more about that as the wrestling bliss flows on. It is delicious. It is beautiful. And of course, we love it, and I will drink to that. Ooh, that's a nice Irish brew. Ooh, delicious indeed, yes. Welcome one, welcome all, Mellow and Vibe, episode 56 with me, your host, Oscar Reeling. And on this very episode, we're just gonna let me talk to you. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Some random, unpredictable, spitting the fire madness, chinwag mania coming at you. Indeed, because you can, yes. Keeping it flying, keeping it rolling. So, yeah, we will rock wild with some more wrestling mayhem, and of course, if all flows well, I've spoken about this before, I've mentioned it before, I put it out there that at some point, when the time is right, all flows well and everything is comfortable, I will be co-hosting another show on here, the Tube of You, called Something a Bit Weird. Yes, please, we're gonna slay it. Thought it was going to happen before when I mentioned it a while back. Yeah, baby, that's how we do. But sadly, things did not go the way we wished. But it has to be about surety. It has to be about comfortability. It has to be about yes. So if the moment of the moment goes well, then perhaps this coming week of the next week, the show may go live for the first time in its history. We do not know. We'll find out. And if that happens, then please, I will let you know. Yeah. Come on over. You don't have to, but please come on over, check it out, because it's something a bit weird. It's kind of like Mellow and Vibe, but there might be two of us. There might not be. Who knows? It's unpredictable. It's unfiltered. I've got no idea what the hell's going to go down. Just like all of a sudden, I'm picking up this brand new Cadbury's Dairy Milk Biscoff combination style. Like a bit of that. Not sponsored. I'm just a good fan. Yes, indeed, I do love my chocolate. It is epically delicious. It is amazing, and I am a chocolate maniac. I will eat the chocolate. I will drink the chocolate. I won't sniff it or smoke it. I mean, I know that's what they used to do back in the day. Yeah, the pure cacao, as they'd say, the purest of the pure. They'd roll that, they'd smoke that, they'd sniff that, they'd get it into their bodies. I'm more of a eat that and drink that kind of soul, and of course we will be feasting upon this at some point, whether it be here, there, or everywhere. There are many realms we can feast upon this, and we will be. It's not a might, it's a happening. And of course, we also have the McVitie's anniversary edition sealed box, limited edition style with the McVitie's seal there. Limited edition, I do believe I saw that somewhere, unless I'm thinking of something else I saw. But this just, oh, there you go, just under the O there, under that biscuit, limited edition, 125 years, or should I say 100 years, because it's 2025, anniversary edition, natural flavours, of course. Now I'm going to sample these as well to see if they are just your OG McVitie's, or maybe their recipe is from the OG. Like, this could be the OG of the OG. This could be the 1925 edition, because when Cadbury's, I know this is McVitie's, but when Cadbury's did their, I think, what was it, 200 years of dairy milk, of Cadbury's dairy milk chocolate, and they had all the different packages, different packaging. I have the full set if you wish to see it. If you know, different from like the beginning, you know, all this, that, and the other, from the early 2000s. We remember the 2003 one, and they had even the 2024, I think that was one. I think that was the year they brought it out last year, 2024. So they'd gone from the beginning to present day, and they had all their packaging. I didn't sample any of them, sadly. I didn't sample any of them because I collected them. But my question was that if I took the one that was from like 1915 or 1917, would that be the OG original recipe from that year? If I took the one from 03, would that be the OG original recipe from that year? I do not know. If any of you souls out there, any of you epic legends, brave, true, legendary warriors, have sampled those, you know, the ones back in the day from the 1800s, from the early 1900s, from the 60s and the 70s and the early 2000s. I mean, I ate them back in the day from the 90s about, and the early 2000s. If you've sampled any of those and they taste different from modern day, please do let me know. Speak it loud, speak it proud, sing it, and let your voice be heard, pure and true. So we've got that, and of course something else which I believe is new, which is now broken, but I guess it just saves time and I can eat it faster. So always look on the bright side of life. Wow, that's what you've got to do. It's broken directly in two. So if there's anybody out there down the centre that wants to share this a bit of 50-50, because that's what it's like, 50-50, directly in the dead centre. Woo! Who wants the other half? We've got the Cadbury's cream egg bar. In fact, I don't think this is new. I feel this is a thing, and I've eaten this quite a few times because, as I say, I love my Cadbury's cream egg, my cream eggs. I have two over there, two Cadbury's cream eggs, and I have an Easter egg as well over there, Cadbury's cream egg Easter egg, but that's just your standard Cadbury's dairy milk. It's not a giant cream egg. I mean, that would be amazing if you got the cream egg Easter egg and it was, you know, a giant cream egg. And if you're wondering, I bought that myself because we don't do Easter eggs anymore. I miss those times. Nobody's interested. Nobody's interested. And I'm a chocolate fiend because I love the chocolate. So I have to, if I wish for it. Just like this. And of course, they say it's not Easter without some more chocolate. They say it's not Easter without a bit of Lindos, the golden bunny. Of course. See, look, this is just random. We're talking about chocolate. We're talking about other things. We were talking about wrestling a few moments ago. You know, we're drinking some Irish brewed tea. Epically delicious. It is. I did this before I reviewed this. It was... Oh, that is good. That is a good blend of tea. I like that. And of course, chocolate. Lindo's chocolate. This happens to be salted caramel, the blue bunny, because I think the red bunny is your standard chocolate. But I'm going to acquire more of these if I can, because these are epically delicious. These are beautiful. I love Lindo's chocolate just like I love Kinder Egg chocolate, my two favourite forms of chocolate. Magnum chocolate as well. Yes. Randomness, we're talking about chocolate. And of course, because we are mentioning chocolate, we're talking about all forms of chocolate. So we've got Lindor's chocolate, we've got Biscoff chocolate, we've got Dairy Milk chocolate, you know, Cadbury's there because that's a bit of both. Because Biscoff chocolate, Cadbury's chocolate, Lindor chocolate, and a nice bit of tea. They go together very, very well. And of course, I think chocolate is very, very romantic because I do love thy chocolate strawberries. Preparing the chocolate strawberries for your love, preparing the chocolate strawberries for the moment of the moment, or if you are like me, back in the day, preparing your chocolate strawberries for yourself, because I put out a few videos of, yes, it's Valentine's Day, I'm single, I'm going to enjoy all these chocolate strawberries, but times are a-changing. But I still do enjoy my chocolate strawberries because, I mean, you can't go wrong. You can't go wrong. You got to slice them. Well, actually you don't, because if you keep the vines on and you dunk them, but what I like to do, right, what I like to do is slice off the vines and dunk them in the chocolate with a little toothpick, or if I could find them, because I had a set of mini dessert forks. Try saying that, mini. So you stab them with a mini dessert forks, roll them in the chocolate, so like coat them all in, put them on a tray flat, put them in your fridge a couple of hours and let them set, and then you just pick them off with a fork, eat them like that, job's a gun. But the only issue is, for me, because I love my chocolate strawberries, because chocolate is very, very, very romantic. That's just my opinion. I feel that chocolate is very romantic, to be shared with your love, to be shared with the one you desire, to be gifted as a gift, to be gifted as you. I mean, I guess if you don't like chocolate and you're not a fan of chocolate, then of course I understand that. That's not a problem, that's not an issue. But chocolate comes in many forms, of course, like chocolate biscuits as well. It doesn't need to be chocolate bars, it can be chocolate biscuits. So, and that's the old school. That's the old school. Chocolate and flowers, chocolate showers, chocolate rain. I love that song. A legend of a classic, chocolate rain. Yeah, I love a bit of that. But anyway, so it was chocolate, flowers, and champagne, or chocolate, flowers, and beer, and whatever you wanted. You know, you do that kind of combo. But it is nice. I mean, it's whatever you wish. I mean, I love a bit of that. And, you know, I like a nice chocolate-style fondue. I mean, I love a good cheese fondue. Ooh, a cheese fondue. A cheese fondue! Crackers and meats and deli meat. Oh, yes, please. Yes, please. Breads, like the crispiness. And, like, you know, you've just got to... I mean, I like to put together, like, what I call... a Dr. Frankenstein fondue, because usually when you do a cheese fondue, it has to be classy, it has to be elegant, because it is kind of in a way, but it doesn't need to be. So mine is a Frankenstein style, so I'll have whatever I can find, so it'll be like the crispy, tiger bread with the cheesy bloomers, if I've got cheesy bloomers, or it'll just be some like crusty old sourdough, like not old, but like the style of the crusty, like the medieval bread. Like that's what I used to call it, or that's what I still call it. I call it medieval bread because when you watch your medieval movies or your medieval series, they got that bread and they're just like and just ripping into it, and they're like, pass me the bread, and that kind of stuff. So there's that medieval bread, there's the meats, as in like slices, or even the meat sausages of chorizos and not halloumi, but there is halloumi, you can't forget halloumi, chorizo, salami, pepperoni, all those kinds of meat, and what's that, prosciutto ham, is that what it's called, that thin Italian style ham, I think it is, unless it's Mexican, but it is delicious, it is beautiful. It's like the dry cured ham. It is amazing, where they hang it up from the ceiling or from a bar, couple of months I think it is, or maybe it's even a year or so. Like, it's delicious. Like the beef jerky, I've got some honeyed barbecue beef jerky. I tore into that, I feasted upon that, I thought what I thought about that, it was delicious. I've got more packets of that because I wanted to get some more because it was new, and beef jerky is epically delicious. I mean, I'm a beef jerky eater. Beef jerky eater, coffee drinker, tea drinker, chocolate feast, chocolate fiend, indeed. I do it all. And yeah, to me, chocolate is romantic, and I guess setting up a fondue set is romantic too, because, you know, it's a nice way, I feel. I mean, I know we're all different. I know you've got your own things, but if you invite your love round, if you invite the one you wish to charm round, and you've got like a movie marathon set up, you got the popcorn, you got the snacks, the Dr. Pepper, but like you can begin, it doesn't have to be a meat and cheese fondue, but that is a good way just to get some sort of like feastables of savoury form in you, because breads, meats and cheeses and just all that kind of stuff, I think is a hellfire of a combination. I mean, I once cooked a breakfast, right, that included a big German sausage, right? We got this, yeah. You didn't know it wasn't. It was an actual, like, dry cured, like, smoked German sausage that was really, really nice. You could eat it as is, or we fried it up because it was delicious. So we fried that, or should I say I fried that in a big frying pan with the bacon, the sausage, the eggs, you know, that. Oh no, in fact we did scrambled. We were going to do try and do sort of like sunny side up over easy eggs, you know, with a little steam, let the juices thing. But did that in that pan, did the scrambled eggs there. Also, we did the fried bread, because you've got to have fried bread. It needs to be. Because that was the cheesy bloomer bread. We got the cheesy bloomer bread and we fried that up. And of course, once it was nice, crispy and fried, and the sausage juices, the bacon juices, like all that sort of delicious goodness, because we even had chorizo and pepperoni. Not chorizo, salami, I think it was. Salami and pepperoni. And we might have had a bit of chorizo, because we did have a selection of meats, and we did have cheese as well. And this was breakfast. So we had coffee as well. How romantic was this? Of course. Fried all, it was delicious goodness. And then once the cheesy bloomer bread was ready, spread a nice good helping of garlic butter on there and serve and enjoy. That was beautiful. I mean, I find those kind of creations very romantic, like, you know, fondues and delicious breakfast. But the thing is for me, when you cook a breakfast, it's either happening because you've charmed, you've done well, you've showed honour, you've shown respect, you've rocked it wild, you've crafted, and you are worthy. I mean, you're all worthy, but I mean, it's a gift. That's what it is. If you get to that moment and you cook some breakfast, it's a gift, right? Or they're coming round for breakfast, because that means they didn't chill out with you, vibe through the night, they're coming round for breakfast. But that is also a true pure gift, and you should slay that and enjoy every moment of that. Of course you should, because it is beautiful. And the good thing is, you can have the day together. If you're coming round for breakfast, off you go. You can go out, you do some crazy golf, wear a crash helmet, because you don't know where those balls are coming from, here, there and everywhere. I mean, I don't, I just guess. Oh, there it is. Oh, it's going down across the foyer, through the fireplace, so down the stairs, I've got to run after it. It's everywhere. So make sure you've got your crash helmet on when you go golfing with them, you know, like crash helmets on. You know, you get the idea of that. You could do a parody, Weird Al, you know, Yankovic, absolute legend, you know, crash helmets on, you get the idea. But yeah, put your crash helmets on, and you know, of course, you could go out for weird, wild sort of experiences together, just adventure. Make sure you include donuts, because you've got to do it right. And if you're doing it right, there's donuts, there's coffee, there's brews. It's all fun. And of course, if you go down to a craft potion shop, it's in there. You get it's an amazing craft potion shop, and of course there'll be people in this craft potion shop throwing sweets everywhere and flying vodka across the counter, like, there's your vodka, quick, get a straw, lick it up, you know. I think it was gin. I don't think it was vodka. It was something that they wanted to save, and I would have said gin or whiskey or rum. Vodka, not too bad. I like my flavoured vodkas, I like my salted caramel vodkas, my blueberry, raspberry vodkas, my summer fruit vodkas, my, there was a pumpkin spice vodka one Halloween. I like a bit of that. It was slaying it, queen, it was. But we needed to save that, and then there were sweets going everywhere, and sugary, soury balls, and it was madness. And then running in, there's a dragon, I've got you with a dragon, and we needed that potion. After that, it was beautiful, it was bliss, and of course we also gathered some donuts at this place because we're doing it right and we know how to do it. And of course, moosive coffee, because the coffee there is delicious. The food there is moosive, yes indeed. And that is a good way to craft the adventure because it's unpredictable. And if you want, you can take about an hour and a half to walk out and adventure on and just explore. Do it your way. I don't know, we were talking about weird, wild stuff, and that's what we were doing, but then we got on to romance and coffee and food and just adventuring, just flow it as you go it. That is how we do, because it is insane. And of course, I will mention quite quickly, we've got a few epic movies coming out. We've got Death of a Unicorn, but that is already slaying it wild. We've got Novocaine, I believe that's already slaying it wild. We've got Until Dawn, which I cannot wait. The Heretic, we've got that. That's a good one. We got Smile 2, rocking it wild. There's so many movies rocking it wild. You see, it's been quite some time since I went to the cinema last, but I saw the amateur legend of a film. It is a slow burner. It is beautiful. It is worth a watch. It is not your typical action. It is beautiful. It is bliss. Hellfire to the yes. This has been Mellow and Vibe. I have been your host, Oscar Reeling. Episode 56, Random Chaotic Mayhem. It will continue to flow on because that's what we're going to do. We might do it again. Episode 57, Random Chaotic Mayhem, Hellfire to the yes, slay it your way, keep it romantic, keep it mellow, keep it vibe, and do your thing. Let me hear ya, woo, pure and true.